Morning. Good morning, welcome back. It's 7:30 a.m. and we're hitting the gym. So we just went to Shakespeare in Cove. So we live right around the corner, but we haven't gone yet because the queue is always insane. So we went and there was no queue, and then we left and there's a massive queue. Lucky us, I guess. Claire got 2 books. I got 0 books because I don't read that much, but I should. But there is a lot of selection there, so I might go back someday and get something. Let me show you the books that Claire got, if anyone's interested. Before the coffee gets cold, and tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. So yeah, check them out.
Alan O'Keefe with a book consultation.
Yes. We're going for chicken arrabbiata pasta and The Simpsons. And there's our washing, you can ignore that. What's up? So it's Wednesday. Excuse the watery eye if you can tell. I just got something in my eye just now. But just finishing up a run along the river. And the update on the running is that I still suck at running. I went out with the intention of doing 6k because I've never ran longer than 5k yet in my training. And I didn't even get to 5k today, so today is going down as a bad run, but still happy I did it. All in all, I was actually feeling pretty good about the run. Started off well, managing my pace, and yeah, look at the state of me. I was too hot, I'm hungry, I have too many excuses, but basically around the 4.4k mark, I got the worst stitch in my right side, so let's call it. You can tell, like, I don't normally look like this after 4k. I think I'm just at too many layers and the sun is out. But anyway, running has definitely been one of the more frustrating things that I've tried. I'm generally quite quick at picking things up, and especially when it's like something physical, I'm able to progress pretty quickly. But running, I don't know if it's because of my weight or what, but it's tough, man. It is Thursday, my dudes, and it is leg day, so we're about to hit the gym. Beautiful day. So we've got the bulk t-shirt, training t-shirt, nice and fitted. We've got these Nike swimming trunks, but I just wear them as gym shorts because they're nice and loose and have a drawstring and they're comfortable. And we've got the, what are these called again? They're Nike like CrossFit shoes. Metcons, Metcon 4s, I think. They're great for lifting on leg day because they're flat. They have a little bit of flex in them. And they're comfortable. Also have this Dakine backpack, which I just have like my gym gear in. So like straps and water, and can put other things like jumpers in there. Got this when we were skiing recently. It's perfect. It's like squishes up tiny when there's nothing in it. It's got a whistle in the front straps. So if you get lost in the mountains, obviously I'm not in the mountains right now, but this bag is like super multifunctional, so happy I got it. Alright, I hope this works because I've never used this before, but I just wanted to do a bit of a voiceover over this workout because I didn't really get too many clips in the gym because it was very busy at the time that I went, and also it's not that easy to film in there because it's really tiny. But basically the exercises I went through in this workout are on the screen. With regards to rep ranges and sets, I don't think it's really worth me just posting a lot of text on the screen here so that you can follow it exactly. I think what's more valuable is, in the grand scheme of things,
these are good exercises. If you apply decent effort and intensity to a couple of sets per exercise, I think you'll be doing pretty well. So don't sweat the small stuff like number of sets or number of reps. A good range would be to aim for somewhere between 2 to 4 sets of each of these exercises, and aiming to go to failure on at least one of those sets, preferably the last set, while keeping the intensity high for the other sets too. Obviously, the first clip you saw was me warming up. Make sure you always do that. And here's some just other clips that I was able to get of some of those exercises. There's lots of training principles that I've employed over the years. I think if you're getting started, it's not really important to get bogged down on all these different techniques, like supersets and rest pauses and back offset, drop sets. All this kind of stuff is not really that important. As long as you're putting in really good effort in the gym and you can feel yourself working. And obviously form is important. So as you can see in this exercise here, form is quite strict. Obviously a lot easier when the weight isn't that crazy. These are the heaviest weights in gym. They're 22 kilos. Normally would be doing this a lot heavier, but we just work with what we have. Also, I think that's a good point to make here, just while I'm making general commentary about training, is you should be able to get a decent workout regardless of the environment or the equipment that you have. So I don't believe in this thing where, you need the perfect setup to get a good workout, because really you shouldn't really blame the tools. Kind of like that saying, a good carpenter doesn't blame his tools. So it may not be the most ideal bodybuilding situation, but it works.
So it is Friday, and we are going for a drink in a place that we've been to a few times now. It's called Baba Yaga, and they do happy hour and they have great cocktails and cheap beer, so check it out. We're on the way to Bontneuf to get a underground to our favorite Korean. It's just our favorite Asian restaurant. It's called On the Bab, and they do the best bao buns. So we just ate. That's our third time going to that particular On the Bab. And we went to another one in London because it was so good. We went to the one in London. As far as I know, there's only this one and the one in London. No, I could be wrong. There could be another one. But the food there has got to have something in it. Cocaine. Because it is... I'm just going to stop for a second. Stop walking. I'm going to stop that kid. Because the bao buns have got something in them.
You sound like a conspiracy theorist.
I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I've never had a reaction to food in the way that I've had to the bao buns from this place. That after the first time we went there, I couldn't stop talking about them. So much so that when we went to London the next time from Ireland, we had to find On the Bab just to get the bao buns. And we've been back here twice since moving here. I don't know what more to say about it.
You smash every time.
It's just smash every time. And this time, I feel like I'm high.
Well, you're drunk as well.
Well, I'm not now. So I've had like a few drinks, but regardless, I felt the same way after the last time.
Level of elevation.
It's an elevation.
Yeah.
I felt the same after the last time I went there. I don't know what it is. If it's MSG, then it's the first time I've been exposed to it because it's insane. Maybe it is MSG, and maybe everyone in the Eastern world is just living this way. That was Boot Cafe. Looked really cool. Just found it online. Proper third wave cafe, coffee shop. Really tiny. Only open Wednesday to Sunday. But went for a double espresso and one of their cookies that had like salt, crushed salt on top, which was delicious. I don't know what it was. I think it was like a nuts and salt. Luckily, I'm not allergic to anything, so I can just try whatever I want. And it was delicious. So would highly recommend Boot Cafe. I was going to go for a longer drink. Like my typical drink is a long black, but it's quite hot today and I didn't want to be sipping on a hot drink for like too long because I'm already sweaty enough as it is. So double espresso. I'm normally like an espresso drinker, so what I mean by that is I'll drink drinks that have an espresso in them, like versus, you know, filter coffee or AeroPress or drip or whatever. I'll go for espresso drinks, and typically I'll just go for black coffee or espresso. So I got a double espresso and it was very tasty. Honduras bean. So would highly recommend. Alright, I had to delete a lot of footage off my phone because it was full. But I just wanted to include in this video an update on my training and like my approach while I'm living here in Paris, and just kind of my latest goals and update on all that. So if you don't know already, if you're new to the channel or you're new to my Instagram or whatever, I've been bodybuilding for like 10 years, pretty consistently. I'm not a competitive bodybuilder. I'm also natural, so I don't really have skin in the game in terms of like this isn't my career or anything, but I do enjoy staying fit and healthy. It's a big part of my life, and bodybuilding kind of underpins that. So right now I'm training a legs push pull split and repeat, and I'm doing 4 to 5 days resistance training in that split per week, and fairly flexible with the days. And if I want to miss a session for whatever reason, totally chill. That's just the approach I take. And another thing that I've added into my training, which you've probably noticed by now, is I've started running, which is totally new to me. I started getting interested in running after following Cody Ko on YouTube. I'm a fan of his, and he started a training channel where he was training for an Ironman, and he started documenting his progress with running. It just got me really kind of interested in trying running myself, not an Ironman or anything, just to see like if I can improve with running, because I've never been good at it. I've never really tried it. So I started running in like November and been very, very slowly progressing since then. I haven't been training like crazy amounts because I'm still doing the resistance training like 4 or 5 days a week, so that's my priority. But I'm also taking cardio out of the gym, which I would normally do, except for maybe one session a week where I do some HIIT cardio or skipping or something. But I'm doing basically 1 to 2 runs per week, and I've been trying to do it properly, so building up from very low distances, very short distances at very slow paces to get my stamina up and get my form right. And I've had issues with my form, which some of you may know from my Instagram. I used to get terrible shin splints, but I've kind of worked on my form with a few tips and a few mental cues, and I've got to the point now where I can run like a 5k in about 30 minutes and not be dead at the end of it. So my current goal in terms of running is a 10k and not be absolutely dead by the end of it. So that is a short-term goal for me. Short-term being maybe like 2 months, 3 months time. So it's a nice like supplementary goal to have in addition to my bodybuilding goals. And yeah, it's been very difficult, as I said in the video already. I'm not sure, maybe it's because I'm heavy. I'm almost 15 stone, which is quite heavy at 5'10". Like my body fat percentage is about 15%, I would say. So yeah, I'm carrying a lot of weight. So every time I hit the ground when I'm running, it's quite heavy on my legs. I feel it a lot on my shins, which was one of my big issues. But that's no excuse. There's plenty of people who are heavier than me who run and they can run further. It's just something I found has been definitely a factor in terms of getting into running. I track my runs on Strava, so if you're on Strava, feel free to add me. Just Matt Lucas, search up my name, you'll see how bad I am at running. but you know, follow along, give me a kudos here and there as I try to improve. And yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So 2 runs per week and 4 to 5 weight sessions per week as well. So really enjoying that kind of split at the moment, and it still gives me plenty of time to, you know, enjoy my life as always, and not be 100% focused on my training and miss out on anything else. So yeah, if anybody's interested in how I approach my diet, I'll be sure to share my meals and my kind of ethos when it comes to getting enough protein in and stuff like that. So thank you for watching this week's vlog. Stay tuned for next week's. I'm going to stick to this Sunday upload schedule. So if you're enjoying, please stick around and check out the next one. Peace.